doing our first ever virtual open house, and we are so excited that you are either watching us live on our webinar, or maybe you're watching on Facebook, or maybe you're just watching the stream on demand. However you're watching us today, we're so excited that you're a part of our virtual open house. Today's going to be an exciting program. We have administrators, teachers, students, alumni, parents. They are all ready to talk and share their St. Rose experience, where you're known, valued, challenged, and more. With me today is also our Director of Admissions. Her name is Maryanne Bedford. I'm going to turn it over to her just to give you a quick welcome. Hi, Maryanne, how are you?
Hi, everyone. How are you? As Mr. Falgares said, my name is Maryanne Bedford, and I'm the Director of Admissions. I'll introduce myself a little bit later on in the program, a little bit more, but I just wanted to say hi to everyone. As we go through, you'll be able to ask questions through the chat feature, and I'll be passing them along to whoever is the best person to answer those questions. So please feel free to ask the questions. Mr. Falgares will explain that a little bit more. And throughout your whole admissions process, throughout the next couple days or couple weeks, I'm happy to help you with any questions you have.
Great, thank you, Mrs. Bedford. We want to start by doing a poll. We want to find out, what are you most interested to learn about tonight? If you are watching on a PC or MacBook, you are able to answer the poll. If you're watching via a Chromebook, or maybe you're watching on Facebook, you're not able to participate in the poll, but we're going to go over the poll results in just a minute or so. So we're just waiting for all of our attendees that are watching live to participate. Some of the choices are the rotating drop schedule. Maybe they're interested in our partnership with Seton Hall University, where you can earn college credits while you attend. Maybe scholarships, student life, academics, athletics, campus ministry, some financial information, and travel abroad. So those were the choices. Votes are still coming in, but it looks like there's a lot of interest in our rotating drop schedule and our academic programs and athletics. So I'm going to let you continue to answer that poll, but we're going to continue to move on. Our principal is Mr. John Tenero, and we're going to be turning it over to Mr. Tenero now as he welcomes you to.
Good evening. My name is John Tenero, and I'm the principal of St. Rose High School. I'm delighted that you are here with us this evening for our first ever virtual open house. As much as I would prefer for you to be with us in our school building, we will take advantage of our technical capabilities and provide you with the opportunity to learn about our school without overloading you with details. Our brief presentation this evening is designed for you to gain an insight into our beliefs, practices, and the ultimate success of our students. This evening, you will meet some of our administrators and teachers, and they have all prepared presentations for you to view at your convenience. Those presentations will be available for you on our school's website. You will have an opportunity to learn about our campus ministry initiatives, our curriculum and academics, our comprehensive athletic program, student activities, and important information regarding admissions, tuition, and financial aid. This evening, you will also have an opportunity to meet some of our parents and students. St. Rose High School is a co-ed Catholic parish high school operating under the auspices of the Diocese of Trenton. St. Rose High School has provided quality Catholic secondary education in the Jersey Shore area for more than 9.5 decades. In 2023, we will be celebrating our 100th anniversary, and our goal is to continue to provide students from Monmouth and Ocean counties with an impactful spiritual experience and a challenging and rigorous academic program. Our priorities are clear and well-defined regarding the spiritual, academic, emotional, social, and overall growth of our students. Our spiritual direction and our religious education program are aligned with the goals of the Department of Catholic Schools of the Diocese of Trenton under the watchful eye of our Bishop, Reverend David O'Connell, our pastor, Monsignor Edward Arnister, and our school chaplain, Father Chris Dayton. We are grateful to the Sisters of St. Joseph, who for many years have affiliated themselves with St. Rose High School and provided our students with spiritual guidance and a profound Catholic educational experience. The academic success of our students is quite evident, as demonstrated by their college and university acceptances and the dollar amount of college scholarships. The 114 students of the St. Rose High School class of 2019 earned in excess of $22 million in scholarships. Our school's athletic program includes 27 varsity sports. In the last 3 years, we have won state championships in soccer, bowling, golf, and twice in girls basketball. Most recently, we have added a surfing team and a sailing team. St. Rose High School has consistently adapted to the changing needs of our students and to the changes surrounding the delivery of instruction via technological advancements. This is clearly evidenced by our recent implementation of a rotating drop schedule and the successful transition to virtual learning necessitated by our most recent circumstances. So again, thank you for being with us this evening and enjoy this virtual view into St. Rose High School. We look forward to seeing you in person real soon. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Tenero. We appreciate that very much. Again, we're very excited that you're here. We're going to now turn it over to one of our parents who's going to share a testimonial about her experience at St. Rose. She has a student that is currently enrolled in St. Rose and one that has already moved on. Her testimonial is powerful, not only about her child's academic experience, but also of the events that have recently folded in their life. So I'm going to turn it over now to Jessica Jarmer, and she's going to give you her testimonial.
It's been amazing. My name is Jessica Jarmer. I have been a parent at St. Rose High School for 5 years. My oldest is a freshman in college, and I have a junior. Yes, the academics are there. Yes, the sports are there. But what it boils down to is you become part of a family that you didn't even know you had. And this family is bigger than you can imagine. And even when you're out of the school and when you think it doesn't matter, it does, and people are there for you and they embrace you. And St. Rose is this little tiny school in Belmar, New Jersey that ripples out. It's like the pebble in the river, right? Or in the lake, it just ripples out, and that's St. Rose. Wherever you go, you'll find St. Rose. What I like most about St. Rose right now is the nurturing environment that I see. The children are encouraged, they're looked at for their gifts. The kids here are nourished and challenged, and everybody just builds them up. I remember, I think it was last year, that when the kids came into school, all the faculty and staff stood outside and they clapped them in to welcome them. They know they're valued. They're not just a number, as in some high schools. They feel they're important. They know they're important. Their teachers know their name. Their teachers will be in contact with you. You don't have to wait till the end of the marking period to find out there's a problem. The teachers are in constant communication with the parents. I know we're trying to teach them responsibility, but it's a hard line at this age to give them some responsibility, but also step back. And in this situation, the parents are able to let them do their thing, but they know what's going on. I remember when my oldest was starting to look at high schools, I asked him if he would like to look at different high schools just to get a feel for what's out there. And he was shocked that I would even question him. He said, "Absolutely not, Mom. I'm going to St. Rose." My oldest got a scholarship to Salve Regina, and he was offered $18,000 a year. When his graduating class was at graduation, I was overwhelmed. I can't even tell you the number it was, but it was in the millions as far as scholarships that these children were offered. We don't go to Disney. We don't go on many trips. We invest in our children. We see them as our greatest asset. And if we don't prepare them for the world and give them everything that they need, then we've lost our future. Sam had an accident on July 24th, 2019.
A Monmouth County lifeguard.
Sam Jarmer is a junior at St. Rose High School who was paralyzed from the waist down after diving into a sandbar while lifeguarding in Ocean Grove this past summer.
It was July 24th, 2019. It wasn't the greatest beach day in Ocean Grove. It was a little gray out. The waves were kind of choppy. I was working the beach, doing my job as a lifeguard. When I went to go in the water to cool off, the wave I dove over, there was just a small sandbar behind it and hit my head.
I remember getting the phone call because I was sitting on the beach a few blocks down from where my son was lifeguarding, and I instantly knew that there was a problem. Just by looking at his boss's name on the phone, I knew that he had been hurt, and I knew it was bad. And I picked up the phone and I went running. And I got on the ambulance and went to the hospital with him. He just kept saying, "I'm so sorry, Mom, I'm so sorry, Mom." I left the hospital once, and it was to come to Mass at St. Rose. And when I got here, they had put a healing Mass together for Sam 2 days after his accident. And I sat up front, so I didn't really look back. I was a little overwhelmed. And they did a communion up front, and there were so many people there from this community that they were running out of communion, and they had to keep breaking the host. And by the time the people got to the end, at the end, they said, "I think I just got some dust." And the one priest said, "Yeah, that counts."
The St. Rose community has rallied around Sam, and when the Frozen Roses took to the ice on Friday night, it was more than just a hockey game.
I can't even tell you how quickly the community here rallied around him and did everything they could. You know, Mr. Tenero and Mr. O'Halloran were at the hospital a few days after in ICU with us. The bishop came. Father Chris was there all the time. Sister Kathleen was there. Mrs. Martz was calling. Everybody just reached out. And that's what I've learned through this whole thing. Every step along the way, there was somebody from St. Rose at Jersey Shore. The pediatric ICU nurse was his old grammar school nurse. One of the pediatric nurses, his mother was involved with St. Rose. The people in HR from St. Rose. Then when we got to Children's Specialized Hospital, St. Rose people were there in marketing. St. Rose people were there in administrative roles, and they just embraced us. And then we found out there were more St. Rose people there. And then even to Sam's insurance, St. Rose. So we didn't realize we were part of such a bigger community, but that's how it turned out to be. People would come up to me and they said, "We're from St. Rose. We just want to let you know we're praying for Sam." So to get your kid in this and to get them being part of this community and to get your family involved with this, it's almost like setting them up for a larger family and a bigger family and a better experience for the rest of their lives. So the 4 years they spend here is just those 4 years, but the people they meet and the connections they make will ripple through life.
Thank you, Mrs. Dormer, for that lovely video and for your support of St. Rose. Just as we're going through the videos, can you please look on your screen? There should be a Q&A button. If you have any questions throughout the entire presentation, please type them into the Q&A question box. When that happens, I'll be able to see and we'll be able to give those questions to the proper person to answer them. We do have our athletic director, our finance director, and all of our administrators here live, waiting to answer your questions. So please put those in the Q&A box as we go. Next, I'm going to introduce Mr. Tim O'Halloran, our Vice Principal of Academics.
Hi, my name is Tim O'Halloran, and I'm the Vice Principal of Academics at St. Rose High School, and I hope to share information with you concerning our program. This video is just a basic introduction of our academic program, but if you want more information, please visit our website, www.srhsnj.com. I'd like to talk to you a little about our graduation requirements. Our graduation requirements, there are 4 years of theology, 3 years of history, 1 year being world history, and then 2 years of U.S. history, 2 years of world language, but most of our students take 3 and 4 years, as colleges really would like to see that on a student's transcript. 4 years of English, 3 years of science, 4 years of mathematics. Every student is required to go on a class retreat every year, so it would be 4 class retreats over a 4-year period. 2.5 years of physical education, which includes the driver's education and the health requirements for the state. Our course offerings, basically we have 3 levels: college prep, accelerated, honors, and advanced placement. Many of our students go through all 3 of those, or take all 3 at those levels, and that's especially with the elective courses. So you're not, if you're in the college prep accelerated, you're not just restricted to that level. You can go back and forth depending on your interest and your level of ability. Now I want to talk to you a little about the 4-day rotating drop schedule. There is a separate video for that you can go and get more detail. Principal Tenero gives a wonderful presentation and takes you into detail with it. Students love this new schedule. We've gotten rave reviews from it. We did a survey recently, in fact, and students just talked how much they loved it and the opportunity to really be able to take a break from a class on one day, but at the same time be able to have more time with their class. Also, we have built into that rotating drop schedule a separate lunch period and flex period. That lunch and flex period, which go back to back, okay, provides the students to, 1, have lunch, and then 2, be able to go to an academic center and be able to either get extra help from a teacher, work on assignments, work on group assignments with students, or just have quiet study time. And every student, and each academic area is manned by a teacher from that academic area, so students have an expert in the classroom if they really need to have that extra support. So we think that's been a wonderful addition to our schedule. We have over 60 semester and full year electives that are offered to our students. Because of the new rotate and drop schedule, our academic council and our teachers worked very hard to come up with new course offerings, provide the students a variety of courses that will give them some either additional work in a particular area, or just to give them an opportunity to try something new and see if it's something they really like. We also have over 17 advanced placement courses in all the academic areas. The new rotating drop schedule also gave us the opportunity to really enhance our fine and performing arts department. We have added a full music department, a theater arts department, and of course our art electives. We're really excited about that, and we'll be adding more course offerings in those areas as we go forward. Okay? We've also added, in collaboration with Seton Hall University, an opportunity for students to take college level courses taught by our teachers who have been approved by Seton Hall, where students can take that and get credit from Seton Hall University as well as credit for us. The best part about it is that they can take that course for $300 per 3-credit course. That's about a savings of $2,700 for a student if they would take that. We also have a program this is our 4th year of it. It's called Project Lead the Way, and it's an engineering program. And students over the 4 years can take 4 courses, culminating in a course offering called Engineering Design and Development, where students can build and design their own project, their own engineering project, and also be able to get credit at certain colleges that have been approved by Project Lead the Way. I'm always available to answer any questions, okay? My email is O'Halloran at srhsnj.com. If you have any questions specific to the academic program, about the scheduling, please feel free to just send me that email. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I really will look forward to having that conversation with you. Go Purple Roses.
Thank you, Mr. O'Halloran. Next up, we have Mrs. Patty Brownette. She is one of our science teachers, and she is also the teacher advisor for the student council. She's going to talk to you a little bit about student activities, some stuff about our school spirit, some trips that we do, and other things along those topics.
My name is Patty Brownette. I am a science teacher here at St. Rose and also the advisor for student council. What makes us different at St. Rose about our clubs and activities is that they are student driven. If you want something at St. Rose, all you have to do is ask a teacher, ask an administrator, and they will make it happen. They will find somebody to moderate it for you. They will help you get it going. That's the difference that I see between St. Rose and other schools that I've worked at, is that it's totally student driven. And that's why there's so many different diverse clubs and activities, and there's something pretty much every day for any student here at St. Rose. Because of the fact that so many people have so many outside activities, bus constraints and things during the afternoon, because of athletics and whatever, and just parental rides, we offer a unique alternative where you can be involved in several different clubs by offering it during the daytime. During some meet during the flex periods, if you once in a while, for an executive board, and others meet during club period, which is an actual designated time when you can go and experience other clubs and experience the club that you want. And you can change these clubs if you are in a club for a semester or a marking period and it's not what you want. You can switch to another club. There's so many options for it. The club day gives them a chance to. Everybody goes to a club on those days. So if there's somebody that you think, well, they're not going to join something, they're not going to be the one that puts their name on a list or signs up for it when they hear it in the announcements, this is a way for them to come in right from day one as a freshman and be like, okay, I'm going to sign up for this club. I'll see if I like it. Maybe I'll meet some people, and maybe we'll decide we're going to do another club or whatever. But it puts them on the right path right from the start. It at least opens their eyes to, hey, these are some kids that signed up for something of the same interest as me, and we'll go from there. What we're doing here, aside from the academics, is teaching the whole person, and you're teaching them to stand up for themselves and decide what they want, and give them a path, give them the chance to make a mistake on a level where there's somebody here to help you. I love the Clash of the Classes. I would do that pretty much every day. It is the best time of my life. It's a series of silly games, children being children, just being what is some of the games they have is the egg toss, or they have the shaving cream, cheese doodles on your face. It's the three-legged race, which is hilarious. It is a balloon pop, tug of war, all kinds of just wholesome, fun entertainment for kids. And if they could do it every week, they would. It builds a sense of community for the class, because it's a class competing against other classes. And it's also just a school-wide event. It's just, it's those bragging rights that you win Clash of the Classes, and if you can win that all 4 years, then, these are bragging rights that kids talk about when they come back, for alumni events, 20 years from now. It was like, remember the Clash of the Classes, or Mr. St. Rose. Every class has a moderator that's separate from student council, but they have, each class has officers. And those officers help the moderators in anything they need to do, like the proms, things like that. And each moderator runs a class trip for each of the classes. For the juniors, they've been going to a Broadway play, which for me, I think is amazing. I went on that 1 year, and sometimes this is the only opportunity that a student has ever had to go to a Broadway play. And it's something that, it's not something that they might ever get to do again. They love it, absolutely love it. I went to Disney, which is with the senior trip, and that is another, I would say probably half of the students this year had never been to Disney. And it was their first time, and it was like Christmas morning, watching these kids who have never seen Disney experience it, and all they just kept saying was, this was the best. It was the best trip of my life. What I love about St. Rose is that the students. I can honestly tell you, I've never met nicer kids in my life. They are here for me. I had an emergency during this whole lockdown, and with one of my brothers, and I have never had such an outpouring from these kids who emailed me. They prayed for me. They're always here. They always thank me after they leave class. Thank you for teaching me. They always stop you in the hall. There's always, the same with the administration and the teachers. From the day I walked in the door, I've always felt like somebody was there to help me. Everyone always says hello. It's just, there's never, this is one group, this is the other. Everyone's just St. Rose. We're just all St. Rose, and And that's great. And everywhere I go, I just moved here recently, and everywhere I go, if I wear any St. Rose gear, pretty much everybody that I meet is like, I went there, my aunt went there, my cousin went there, my brother, I go to the doctor, the nurse, everyone has some connection to St. Rose, it's been great. It's been great.
Miss Brownette, very, very, very fun. And so is Spirit Week. We really do love it here. The questions are great. Keep the questions coming. We're going to do another poll right now. So let's send out another poll. This is, what is most important for you when selecting a high school for your child? So what is most important to you when selecting a high school for your child? You can put that in there. And we're getting some good responses here. The choices: community, athletics, is it academics? Is it the college credit they could potentially get? Extracurricular activities, being ready for college? Is it the faith, safety? What is most important? We find that, when we're meeting different students and families, everyone has a different reason. And parents and students sometimes have a different reason. We're going to keep the poll open, but we're going to turn it over to some of our students. We weren't able to interview a lot of our seniors this year because of the current circumstances. So we're going to show you some testimonials from students that were seniors and are now freshmen in college. So they're class of 2019. Let's start.
Hi, my name is Rob Rother.
Hi, my name is Maria Wong.
Hi, my name is Brady Shea.
I'm going to Penn State University. St. Rose is just a big family where I've been able to make a lot of new friends and a lot of people I would have never met before, and it gave me a big opportunity to attend the school I never would have thought I would have been able to go to.
I am going to the University of Notre Dame next year. To me, St. Rose means being able to go anywhere in the school and having at least one person stop and say hi and ask how you're doing, because it's a really familial community and everyone really does care about each other.
I'm going to Auburn University, War Eagle. St. Rose is the birthplace of a lot of my friendships. I just from the moment I came here, I just had a lot of good friends. I could tell everyone was nice, and it was just a nice place to be that other schools that I've been to didn't have. St. Rose changes lives. It makes lives better. They provide a great education, and our athletic program is awesome.
Thank you to the students. It's so nice to see them. Most of them graduated last year, so it's great to hear from them. Next, we're going to be talking to the guidance department. Mr. Tenero mentioned earlier, we had over $22 million in scholarships from our students last year in the graduating class. So I know there's some really exciting things going on this year as well. So I'm going to introduce Mr. Larry DiRienzo.
Thank you, Michael. And hello from the guidance department and learning innovations team. My name is Lawrence DiRienzo, and I'm the Director of Learning Innovations and the Interim Director of Guidance at St. Rose. Welcome to our virtual open house. I'd like to provide a brief background of our guidance services to students and parents. But first, if I were to state our department's mission in just one word, it would be the word success. We want and strive to help every student, regardless of the grade level that you enter St. Rose, to be successful at St. Rose, and to prepare you for being successful later on in college and in life. With that mission in mind, we employ only the highest quality professionals to assist you along the way. Our 3 counselors and director are all master's degree level certified school counselors. Our counselors consistently strive to play an integral role in the education of all of our students by helping each student prepare for his or her future by planning a challenging 4-year academic program. That's the first step. And we regularly conduct individual and group counseling sessions along the way to advise and assist students, monitoring their academic progress closely. We are concerned always about our new students, regardless of their grade level of entry, and we work hard to ensure that your transition to St. Rose is seamless and comfortable. We prepare a number of programs for our students at every grade level throughout the year to assist them, and for example, using our Naviance Career and College Exploration programs. Naviance is a great program that assists students not only throughout the career exploration process in choosing a college major, but also in exploring scholarships and a massive college and financial aid database. So there's more information contained in Naviance than you could probably get in any library or Barnes & Noble or any college guide. So it's a valuable program to have. We also make a number of classroom visits to orient our students to our various programs, including the SOS program and many other group and individual initiatives. We prepare extensive parent and student programs on the college admissions and application process, and a big part of that is the financial aid process. We closely monitor every phase of the college application process to ensure a successful outcome. There are so many more guidance programs that I could speak about at length, but I'll just summarize and say we strive to create a climate of success where every student can achieve to their highest potential and achieve the goal of graduating from St. Rose High School and attending the college of their dreams. In that regard, every St. Rose senior is accepted to college as a graduation requirement, and every graduate is well prepared for the rigors of their chosen college program. In summing up, the guidance department at St. Rose High School is dedicated to nourishing the whole student through support, encouragement, and faith, grounded in our Catholic traditions. We will provide your student with the highest quality school counseling services in collaboration with parents and faculty and administration. And we believe that the best preparation for future college and career success is a well-rounded student with a strong academic and spiritual preparation. And we'll work tirelessly with you every step of the way to ensure that success. May God continue to bless you and your families and keep you safe and healthy. I look forward to meeting you in person in the near future to answer any questions you may have, and I invite you to call or email me prior to that if I can be of any assistance. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. DiRienzo. We know that a lot of the guidance questions are pretty specific to each family. So as we're going through the presentations, please feel free to ask any questions in the Q&A section. And Mr. DiRienzo is here live to answer any questions that you have. Next, we're going to ask Mr. Carey, our athletic director, to talk to you guys a little bit.
Hello, and welcome to our virtual open house. My name is Dennis Carey, and I'm the Vice Principal of Athletics and Student Affairs at St. Rose High School. I'm speaking to you from the home of fall and spring athletics at St. Rose, the award-winning Ed Brown Athletic Complex. St. Rose fields 24 varsity teams between the fall, winter, and spring athletic seasons. Most of our fall and spring teams practice and play here at our athletic complex located on West Hurley Pond Road in Wall Township. Our athletic complex has arguably one of the best natural grass playing surfaces in New Jersey and has been named as a pioneer field of excellence for the past 5 years. The complex features 2 soccer fields, 1 field hockey field, and a cross-country course for the fall season, and 3 lacrosse fields, baseball and softball fields, and a golf practice area for the spring season. During each outdoor season, we provide daily transportation to our athletes from the school building in Belmar to the complex on school days. Our campus on 7th Avenue in Belmar features a full-size gymnasium, the storied McCann Activities and Athletics Center, which hosts our girls volleyball, girls and boys basketball, and wrestling programs, as well as a weight training facility. We are proud of our athletic programs and of the fact that 90% of our student body plays at least one sport during the school year. In fact, many play multiple sports across multiple seasons. In addition to athletics, St. Rose also offers students over 30 on-campus clubs in the area of service, academics, and student interests. Students have ample opportunity to participate in clubs and athletics without conflict due to the fact that we have an integrated club period every 2 weeks in our daily schedule. If you would like to know more about our athletic or extracurricular offerings, I encourage you to view our athletics and activities presentation or take a look at the athletics frequently asked questions on our website. If you have more specific questions regarding either area, I would be happy to answer them. Please feel free to contact me via email at any time. Thank you for visiting St. Rose. I hope to see all of you very soon. Go Roses!
Hi, my name is Thomas Murtha.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hickey.
Hi, I'm one fan. I'm a senior. I'm a junior.
You're a senior.
Junior here at St. Rose High School. St. Rose High School.
Here at St. Rose High School.
I play softball, tennis, and I swim.
I play basketball, soccer, and I run track. I play basketball.
And I play soccer, run track, indoor and outdoor, and play golf.
What I like most about playing athletics here at St. Rose High School is the camaraderie between your teammates and the enthusiasm you get from everyone around you, and the joy of it is just so much fun.
I love that you can be of any level and you can play any sport, and everyone's always welcoming and they'll accept anyone.
I definitely like playing with people of all different grade levels and getting to make new friends that I wouldn't normally outside of school.
At St. Rose High School, I really enjoy playing sports because it just brings me together with all my friends, and we have a good time. We're very competitive, and I enjoy playing sports. And playing with St. Rose just means so much to me because I have a lot of fun.
The teammates here are very dedicated, they're very loyal, and they're always excited, always pumped up for games, and are always ready for the challenges.
My teammates here at St. Rose are pretty awesome. Everyone's pretty trustworthy, they're all encouraging, and the camaraderie between everyone is pretty awesome.
I describe my teammates at St. Rose as passionate, excited all the time, supportive of one another, competitive.
To describe my teammates here at St. Rose, I would say they're very competitive, very active, very passionate, and very welcoming. They welcome people of all levels to every team, and they're all accepted without a problem, and it's just a great community to be a part of.
One of my most memorable moments is when I was swimming 20 laps in swimming, and everyone was cheering on the diving board waiting for me to finish, and I was just so happy to have such a supportive team that supports everybody.
My most memorable moment probably came last year on JV basketball when I scored 15 points against Point Beach away, and we ended up winning the game by a pretty large amount.
The most memorable moment I had was my freshman year on the soccer team. We beat Manasquan double overtime, and it was on their senior day, and everybody was really excited.
As an athlete here at St. Rose, the most memorable moment was probably not when I was playing, but when I was actually sitting on the bench. The score was tied 1-1 during the wall game my sophomore year, and we were heading into overtime. And the coach gave a very emotional speech, and we came out of the gates playing pretty hot, pretty hard, and Ethan Bodine ended up hitting a rocket upper 90 to win the game against Wall. It was just a great environment to be a part of. The fans were going crazy. The team was so happy, and it was the first time we beat Wall in 10 years.
Being an athlete here at St. Rose has made me a better person because I can manage my time with all my homework, and I can do different activities along with all the sports and all the other school activities.
St. Rose Athletics has helped me become a better person by giving me a better leadership by helping my teammates and including that in my academic life and showing others that you can do whatever you want, not just hold you back. You can do whatever you want in your life if you just try.
Being an athlete at St. Rose has definitely made me more competitive on the field and in the classroom, and has helped me to better manage my time.
St. Rose Athletics have shaped me into a better person, and really the person I am today is because it showed me how to be competitive, but at the same time still be nice and kind to everybody and others and everyone who you're playing with. It really just taught me how to welcome others of all levels if they're not that good at sports, still to be kind to them and everything like that, and just showed me what it meant to be a part of a community.
I'd like to thank everyone
who has supported St. Rose.
Thank you for everyone who supports
everyone for their support.
And who came out here to support St. Rose Athletics.
St. Rose Athletics.
St. Rose Athletics. Go Roses.
Go Roses.
Go Roses.
Go Roses.
Or give it to me again.
Oh, okay.
Stay right on the camera. Go Roses.
Go Roses.
Hi, that was so fun to see. Thank you, Mr. Carey, and to our student athletes. It just really shows through their passion. While we do focus on faith and academics first, athletics, extracurricular activities are really some of the most important things for our students. We want a well-rounded student. We want students to feel like they're making a difference at the school in many ways. So it's really great to see those experiences. Next, speaking of faith, we're going to bring it over to Mr. Nick Petrillo. He's our campus minister.
Hello everybody, welcome to the campus ministry room here at St. Rose High School, and I'm Mr. Petrillo, campus minister here. As we begin all things at St. Rose with prayer, I'd just like to invite you to join me in prayer now. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, we give you thanks for this opportunity to be together and for the voice that you are speaking to us, that we may hear it and be attentive to those words. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So welcome again to the campus ministry room here at St. Rose High School, centrally located in the 200s hallway, right by the guidance offices, by the stairwell that brings you out across the parking lot to the red brick where religion classes are. And I think its location speaks to the role of campus ministry at the school and the role of religion in our life as a central component to who we are. We're here to learn about ourselves, to learn about God, and to learn about the church. And again, my job is to assist you in that process. I spoke a little earlier tonight about some different programs we have. Magnify, which meets during flex periods throughout the week, acoustic spirituality. We have a few other programs I'd like to share with you about now as well. Firstly, we have a liturgy team, which is made up of students that learn more about the Mass, that serve as lectors, altar servers, and dive into the Mass, help plan the liturgies, and really help us all as a community enter into the worship that we have when we gather together as an entire community for prayer. They're also the ones that will help with the Stations of the Cross or any other special events that we have throughout the course of the year. We also have a program that's quite unique, Catholic Athletes for Christ, which meets throughout the course of the year in the mornings or during flex periods, depending on the schedule, where we look to athletics as an opportunity to engage students in matters of faith and morality, where we look at particular themes and topics and relate them to different components of being an athlete on and off the field. It is open to any athletes of any season and non-athletes alike. All are welcome to participate in Catholic Athletes for Christ. We also have various opportunities for retreats throughout the course of the year. Each grade level participates in a class-wide school retreat where you come in at the start of the school day and there are no classes, but your classmates gather together for a retreat that is led either by myself and Father Chris, or we'll have a speaker come in for part of the day and share with you as well. So we have one of those for each year. But then we also encourage and promote participation in diocesan retreats, diocesan youth conferences, the youth rally at Six Flags every year, and other events as they come up. We publicize and encourage participation in those. Which brings us to senior year. There are 3 opportunities for Kairos retreat, where you leave after school on a Tuesday. We go down to a retreat facility in Cape May, and for the next 3 days, small group of seniors with some of their classmates and some of the faculty are on a retreat, modeled after the Jesuits retreat. It's just a powerful opportunity to really grow in your relationship with God and your classmates as well. Every retreat I've done has been an incredible experience and a powerful blessing. So we look forward to sharing those opportunities with the seniors and a handful of juniors on the May Kairos to prepare them to be student leaders as they move forward. So those are some of the things that we do here at St. Rose. But again, I'm open to ideas and suggestions and working with you and the other students to address the things that are on your heart and on your mind. If you need someone to pray with, I'm here for that. If you want someone to pray for you, let me know. I'm here for those things as well. So if you want to stop by, again, I'm in the 200s hallway. I'm always available also by email as well. So feel free to reach out. I love my job and being able to be with the students, journeying with them throughout their faith, because it's an incredible journey, a wonderful journey, one that we can't make alone, one we're not called to make alone either. So if there's any way that I may be of assistance to you in that journey, don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to seeing you. God bless.
Hi, my name is Dylan Groh.
Hi, my name is Anna Turning.
Hi, my name is Kate Burke. I have met so many long-lasting friends that I will forever cherish. I'm really happy that these past 4 years have changed me for the better, and I'm surrounded by people who I love and who I cherish.
St. Rose in overall means like a community and a place where people can just connect and actually become really good friends. I have made so many great friends coming to St. Rose, and they're gonna last even outside of high school, and when I'm in college, I still know I'm gonna be able to contact them and say hi.
St. Rose to me represents like a major growth in my life. I went through a major personal growth while I was here, and I owe it all to the environment that I was in, the teachers, my friends. It's been a really great experience and something that I'll never forget.
Technology. If you know anything about technology, we're using it right now. St. Rose had a complete overhaul of our technology, including switches and routers and access points, and a lot of tech words that I can throw at you. But ultimately, what it's allowing us to do is to be able to provide more innovative education in the classrooms, to be able to make everything personalized for our students. Every student at St. Rose gets a one-on-one device. We are multi-platform at St. Rose, so we have iPads, Chromebooks, we have HPs, MacBooks, tablets. So we have pretty much every device, 3D printers for our engineering and art programs. So when it comes to technology, there's enough here at St. Rose. We're also running on a dedicated connection for our internet. So we're not using like Optimum, we're using LightPath. It's a dedicated speed that we have. It's an enterprise connection to run all of our services at St. Rose. A lot of our learning, it's all online. So students and parents are connected to each other. Parents at any time can go on and see what their children are learning, what they're doing in their classroom. They can see assignments that have been completed and grades. On a teacher's end, we have software that helps to manage the students in their classrooms to keep learning and keep students on task. If you have any questions regarding technology and our offerings here at St. Rose, I would be glad to speak with them. Just email me. Our email is tech@srhsnj.com. And speaking of technology, we really were able to test ourselves when we moved to virtual learning. Maybe you have students now that are in the same process. Our students are actually taking live classes every day from 8 o'clock in the morning till 12:30, and then they have time where they can meet with their teachers, and it's all through the power of technology. And so we really have found from our survey with our students, talking to our teachers, that it was just a seamless process. And so we're very excited about that and grateful for all of the technology that we have, and to our alumni and donors and supporters who have been with us throughout this process. Speaking about money, I'm going to turn it over to the finance department. We see here we have a lot of questions about finance, tuition, and things like that. Lisa Coakley is our business manager, and so I'm going to turn it over to Lisa. She's standing by.
Hello, my name is Lisa Coakley. I'm the business manager at St. Rose High School. The finance office handles all tuition, financial aid, and scholarship for the students at St. Rose. The tuition at St. Rose High School for the 2020-21 academic year is $13,500. The student registration fee is $675 per student due at the time of enrollment. We offer 4 payment plan options: 1 month, 2 month, 4 month, or 10 month. Financial aid is available to those who demonstrate need. Our financial aid application is located on the fax portal under Grant and Aid. St. Rose utilizes fax for the management of tuition and financial aid. Additional information is located on our website under admissions, and I'm also available for your questions and can be contacted at tuition@srhsnj.com. I look forward to working with you.
Hi, my name is Maryanne Bedford, and I'm the Director of Admissions at St. Rose High School. I am here to help each family through the admissions process. St. Rose is looking for students who are committed to their faith, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. We want students who strive to make a difference inside and outside of the classroom. To become a St. Rose student, you must complete our online application. You will then send your current grades, as well as transcripts and standardized test scores from the 2 previous years. Because the application process can be different based off of your current school and grade level, I am here to help guide you through the process each step of the way. I will be available for live chats to answer any questions you may have. For your convenience, an online chat schedule and sign up can be found on the open house webpage. You are also welcome to email me any questions. I look forward to meeting your family, and I hope I can make your application process as easy as possible. All right, thank you everyone. So the video portion and the general questions have already been answered over the Q&A. So at this point, if anyone has any questions for any of the administration, for myself, for technology, for Mr. Tenero, our principal, we are certainly happy to answer those questions live. So what we'll do is, if you'd like to put them up in the chat, we can start answering those questions as they come in. Some of the questions we've gotten already are the male to female ratio at the school. We're just about 50-50. Year to year, it may skew one way or the other, but in general, we tend to be about a 50-50 ratio. We've also gotten some questions about athletics. Someone was asking about one of the girls' athletic teams. If you go onto our website, you can see all of the teams that we do offer. Sometimes if a sport does not show a girls' team and a boys' team, certainly our athletic director is happy to help answer questions if girls or boys are able to participate on that team.
Yeah, we also had questions tonight regarding our programs with the rotating drop schedule. And briefly, maybe Mr. O'Halloran or Mr. Tenero, would you like to just go a little bit more in depth about what the rotating drop schedule? We do have a video.
Go ahead.
That's online. Who would like to take that? Mr. O'Halloran? Would you like to take that?
I'd be happy to answer that. Our rotational drop schedule, it's a 4-day schedule. Okay, so we have an A day, B day, C day, and D day. We have 8 classes that the students take. On one given day, they'll see 6 of those teachers. So on A day, they'll see periods 1, 2, and 3, lunch and flex, and then 5, 6, 7. On B day, okay, the period 3 drops off and they go 4, 1, 2. Okay, the period 7 drops off and they go 8, 5, 6. And it continues that rotation. So after 4 days, they've seen every teacher 3 times in that 4-day cycle, or attended class 3 days in that 4-day cycle. Then we start the 4-day cycle again, okay? And it's all mapped out for the students. The students have adapted very well to it, as well as the teachers. We have a master calendar, so there's no question. Every morning in convocation, it's posted there what day it is. But it's really been a great thing for us, especially in the time that it gave us extended time in the classroom. Teachers can do more, students can do more. There's more collaboration, more use of technology, and it really has stimulated students to concentrate. They also like the concept that they don't have 8 classes, so they sometimes get a break on homework at night because it's not due for 2 days. Okay? There's less to manage in one particular day. In addition, we have the lunch and flex period, which is really beneficial because students can use that time in the middle of the day to get extra help, make up quizzes or tests if they've been absent, just work on quiet study time, work on homework. So it's in the middle of the day. So it's all academic in that middle of the day. Every period, every flex period, we have 8 sites during the flex period, and a teacher from each department is in one of those sites. So, and there's rotational for the teachers, so the student can pick and choose. If they have teacher A on B day flex, they can schedule to make sure they go to the, for example, it's a science teacher, they go to the science on B day. So the students have a lot of flexibility of where they can go with that. I hope they answered that question.
Yeah, I think you did. Thank you. I know Mrs. Bedford has a question about busing, and busing is a big question that we get because we do have busing from a lot of different areas. Ms. Bedford, can you tell us a little bit more about the busing at St. Rose?
Yeah, so we did get a question before about busing. The actual question was, is there late busing? So do we do busing later on after athletics or activities? Unfortunately, the answer is no. We have a bus in the morning and a bus in the evening, depending on the town that you live in. So our bus in the afternoon is at 2:30. It's directly after classes. Depending on the township you live in, you certainly would want to speak with your town, but we do try to keep an updated list of the towns that do get busing. Generally in New Jersey, you have to be a minimum 20 miles away from the school within 20-mile radius in order to be eligible for busing. But some towns, unfortunately, if there aren't enough students from the area, will do something called aid in lieu of busing, where the family would be paid out in a check twice a year rather than get busing from that town. Busing can be very specific, so we do have someone in the school that works directly with transportation with the townships. I did see in the participation list one of our parents from Jackson, who Jackson unfortunately didn't get busing last year, but this parent did a fantastic job working to get busing for our students from Jackson privately. So we're always happy to help with anything like that. If something comes up, we were able to bring everybody together, get contact information for everyone, and the busing ended up working out. So thanks. And but we try to help the students where we can.
That's great. Ms. Bedford, can you talk a little bit about how people can contact you after this? Certainly, if you missed any part of our live webinar, our virtual open house, you can go onto our website. We're going to put the link on there for the on-demand. But maybe they want to just chat with you separately, maybe by video or over the phone or just texting. How can they do that?
So as we were going, I just saw someone put up something about 2 miles. So a student has to be over 2 miles away from the school in order to get busing and under 20 miles from the school. So it's a radius of 2 to 20 miles that a student can be eligible for busing. So if the student lives 1 mile away from school, they will not be eligible for busing. In terms of reaching out to me, I know it's a strange time not being able to come right into the school. So I've made myself available. You can actually go on to the admissions website, and also it will be on the open house site, where you can sign up directly for a video chat, a phone chat, or even just like a text instant messenger chat with me. You can pick a specific time from my calendar to set that up. I also have a phone at home that I'm always happy to speak with families about if you'd just like to call me at any point. But it's best to set up a scheduled appointment. That way we can make sure that we have all things figured out before the conversation happens. So when you go onto our website, you'll see a program called Calendly. With that program, you're actually able to sign in with your information. You don't even need to sign in, to sign up with your information. And I'll be able to put you right onto my calendar directly, and I can call you if you'd like to do a phone call, or we can set up a Zoom or a Google meeting or something along those lines if you'd like to do a video meeting. Great.
That's awesome. We had a question before about scholarships. Mr. DiRenzo, he's on from the guidance department. Can you talk a little bit about the Chip Evans scholarship that I think it was 2 of our students received this year, where that scholarship, I don't know how many ultimately get it across the country, but 2 from St. Rose earned it this year.
Yeah, we're very proud of both young men, Sean and Nolan. And as a result of their caddying over the years, they were awarded, I believe it was by USGA, full scholarships to participating colleges, and the participating colleges that they chose and were accepted to for full scholarships, full 4-year scholarships, were the University of Notre Dame and the Penn State University. So we're proud of both young men.
High school seniors in Monmouth County turned their summer jobs caddying into a unique scholarship opportunity.
News 12 New Jersey's Robin Dean explains.
When it comes to golf, having a caddy to help read wind direction, pin distance, and green speeds can make or break your game.
Like helping out in sports, like getting a scholarship for helping golfers.
That's why caddies can earn full rides to college through the prestigious Evans Scholarship Foundation.
Nice weight off your shoulders, knowing that a lot of the hard work I've done in the summer, like waking up early to work, and then in school, keeping my grades up, has definitely paid off.
Nolan Bemke and Sean Donahue are seniors and multi-sport athletes at St. Rose High School in Belmar. They're among the less than 300 caddies across the country to win the scholarship this year.
I mean, this is something that I've thought of pretty much every day since I first heard of it. It's always been on my mind. So when I finally got that letter, it was like a pretty big weight off my shoulders.
It's been a years-long application process for both. They had to exhibit a strong caddying record, excellent academics, and financial need. Nolan and Sean are 2 of just 3 caddies in the state to earn the scholarship. What's more impressive is they're both based here at Spring Lake Golf Club.
The opportunities that Spring Lake has given to me, especially this, but just in general, is also been pretty life-changing.
The Evans Scholarship covers tuition and housing for 4 years. Sean will head to the University of Notre Dame, while Nolan will continue at Penn State.
I can be like pleased with myself during this quarantine, and I can still be happy in a way because I know in the future I'll be at a good school with a good group of people in the Evans community.
I'm Robin Dean for News 12 Sports.
And in fact, all of our students, as was stated earlier, there are a number of, even as of today, we're receiving word of scholarships in excess of $16 million being offered to the entire group of students. So, and this is still early in the process, believe it or not.
Right.
So we're on track, even in this environment. The counselors are still working with all the scholarship benefactors. The database is updated every day. Naviance that we use and that I spoke about in my remarks is used to update every available scholarship for every student that would like, and parent that would like to use that database. And in fact, you can apply for many of those scholarships right through the links in that database. So there's a lot out there for students and they're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I kind of identify with what Ms. Jarmer was saying earlier as a parent testimonial, that she invests in her children. You know, with our tuition being $13,500 for the next school year, that is an investment. And for students that are earning some full rides, some $18,000 a year, so certainly you're making an investment in your child's education. Mr. O'Halloran, we just had a question come in regarding AP classes and the relationship that we have with Seton Hall. So the question says, can you explain AP classes through Seton Hall in more detail? Does this mean that every AP class requires the $300 fee and is only transferable to Seton Hall?
There's a difference between an AP, which is advanced placement, which is through College Board, and the project acceleration, which is Seton Hall. Advanced placement are courses where students take them, okay, by a curriculum that's been approved by College Board, that it's at the college level. Okay, it's taught by our teachers who have also been certified and have to provide the syllabus for that course. The students in May, this year it's a little different. It's still going to be in May, but it's being done a little different because of the virtual situation we have to deal with. And students, based upon their score, which go anywhere from a 1 to a 5, can get college credit at colleges that accept that. And again, each college makes the determination whether they'll accept the AP score and whether they'll award credit for that. Project Acceleration is a separate program, okay, through Seton Hall, where students take a college level course, okay, taught again by our teacher who have been certified. Our teachers have to have at least a minimum of their master's in that subject area. Okay. Students pay the tuition. If those are semester courses, whereas the AP courses are full year courses, okay, the semester courses, students take that course. Upon successful completion, they have to maintain a grade of a minimum of a C in the course, okay, and then they're given credit through Seton Hall, which then could be transferred, okay. Seton Hall will definitely accept it. The transfer depends on the college that they're applying to. So we advise students that if you already have in mind a particular college and you would like to take that with the opportunity to transfer, check with that college prior to, because it may not. Students still may want to take it just for the experience of it, okay, and just to have that, opportunity, but it's not necessarily a guarantee that it will be accepted at other colleges. So, but Seton Hall definitely will. So they're kind of two separate entities, okay, giving students the opportunity to get college credit, okay, by successful completion of courses here.
Got it. Thanks. Ms. Bedford, we have a uniform question about how to get uniforms. Maybe you could tackle that one.
Sure. Uniforms at St. Rose are all ordered through Land's End. So through Land's End, we actually have a St. Rose specific site. On that site, it will show what options are available for students. We have some different options for girls and boys, some different options for the fall and the spring, as well as for the winter. So we always encourage the students to go on early once they've registered and start looking. but we do know that 8th grade, especially boys, tend to grow a little bit before 9th grade starts. So there's no major rush in ordering the uniforms. We usually suggest to order the uniforms by the first or second week in July. That way you have time to receive the uniform, make sure everything fits. Land's End has a great return policy. So if anything doesn't fit, then we always are encouraging families to return it and get the size that would be best for them. Also, if a family's struggling a little bit financially and thinks they might need a little extra help with uniforms, please feel free to contact us. We are always happy to help. We do a uniform exchange, and we also work with Land's End to help get families some uniforms if they do have need and can't afford them.
Great. Finally, we're going to do just a quick closing prayer with Mr. Petrillo. His presentation, he has a full presentation that you'll be able to see on the Open House website, where he goes into depth about the different programs that we offer in campus ministry and the service opportunities for our students. But Mr. Petrillo, if you're still there, would you be able to lead us in a closing prayer to close out our virtual Open House?
Absolutely, I'd be happy to. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord, we thank you again for this night, the opportunity to be together. Be with all those who are unable to be with us live, and be with all those who will tune into this presentation in the future. May we continue to seek you and live as the disciples did, bold and confident in the faith that you give us, driven by the Spirit to accomplish great things in your name. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Petrillo. So, Mrs. Bedford, we did it. Our virtual open house. What do you think?
Thank you, everyone, for participating in the open house, for your wonderful questions. I really look forward to working with everyone. Some of you I've spoken with on the phone, some of you I've already met in person, and some of you I haven't met at all. So please reach out. Feel free to ask any questions you have, and I look forward to meeting everybody.
Great, and we're just going to turn it over. Mr. Tenero, can you just close it up for us tonight?
Wow, what a great evening. Our hope is that you gained a clear insight into the spiritual, academic, athletic, and cultural programs offered at St. Rose High School, where your child will be known, valued, and challenged. They can be more at St. Rose. Please view the additional presentations online and feel free to reach out with any questions. You can also book a virtual appointment with our Director of Admissions, Mrs. Bedford, who can guide you through the enrollment process. God bless, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.